Low fighter pay. Everyone agrees it's a problem, right? What if I told you it might actually be the engine that keeps the sport running? Not for the fighters, but for the business. We've all heard the arguments. Fighters are underpaid, often earning just $12K to show and another $12K to win, while the UFC pulls in hundreds of millions. In most sports, athletes take home 40 to 50% of the revenue. In the UFC, it's closer to 16%. Public pressure is growing, but here's the twist. What if that lopsided pay isn't a bug? What if it's a feature? Real fans will know where the most exciting fights happen. Dana White's Contender Series and The Ultimate Fighter. What do they all have in common? Built-in desperation. When your contract, your rent, your entire career depends on a win or a finish, you fight like your life depends on it, because sometimes it does. I'm not saying that fighters don't try to end fights no matter what. However, psychologically speaking, built-in desperation, whether consciously or subconsciously, adds a level of gravity that, in my opinion, heightens the overall intensity of fights. The system rewards kill or be killed mentality, and that's what fans come for. In boxing, fighters get paid more, but they also fight less. They wait for big paydays, protect their O's, and stall matchups. In the UFC, fighters take risks. Losses don't kill their careers. Just ask Dustin Poirier or Justin Gaethje. Boxing's big paydays allow fighters to wait. UFC's low pay forces fighters to show up and show out. Ask yourself, is it really a coincidence that every promotion claiming to pay fighters fairly goes out of business? Affliction paid like boxing. It died after 2 events. Elite XC, gone. WSOF became the PFL and it's bleeding investor money. One championship, massive losses. GFL promised to share 50% of the revenue with fighters, dead before their first event. Bellator, sold. The list goes on. Fighter-friendly pay sounds good, but combat sports are a brutal business. Casual fans only show up for stars, and stars are expensive. You can't afford to pay everyone well and survive. The UFC model works because it prioritizes the brand, not the individual. But I have to admit, there is a dark side. Fighters burnt out, fighting injured, going broke after short and sometimes even long careers. Some never make it. Some die chasing it. The same desperation that fuels the show can also destroy the athlete. And when there are no unions, no pensions, and no fallback plans, the system keeps rolling while the fighters don't. Maybe low fighter pay is the reason MMA is so raw, so violent, and so addicting. But maybe that's the problem. Low pay fuels the fire, but how long can the fire burn before it consumes the sport itself?